Wonderful.
right here.
Thank you, brother. It's so lovely to connect with you. We have to stop doing this just annually and actually see each other and create some content together because,
I am going to be in Sedona in February, so I will look you up for
I'm going
sure.
to be in Shasta. Oh, okay.
Oh, all right.
Sorry,
We'll
it's
work
my,
it out.
we'll work
How
it out.
about March? Then March or something.
March, I'm in Shasta, but come up
Oh,
to the mountain. Gosh.
okay, we'll do that. But I'm so happy you're here, and I'm so happy you are keep evolving your perspective and opening more
Mm,
people, especially at this time, 2024. This is a magic moment that has not happened before. Are you
correct.
feeling it?
Correct. It's completely different.
Yeah.
Completely different. It started shifting in December for me, and now I'm like, "Oh my goodness." And so many of us that are attuned to our own presence or to
Mhm.
the field right now, just feeling the beauty of what unity consciousness is actually going to express as through
Mhm.
us this year. So it's very exciting.
So
It's an exciting
what are you actually, I mean, I know you have a whole talk to give, but I'm just curious, what are you actually feeling in your body and these, and what is totally different in your perception?
I think we talked about this last
Yeah.
year, but the presence activations have been coming in where all of a sudden you're connected to the I am presence, which is,
Mhm.
one of the old mastery teachings. All of a sudden it came in. It's taken me 2 years to get this far to actually integrate it where I
Mhm.
wasn't, where I didn't feel so spacey and
Mhm.
expanded. So I went through that. Now I am feeling, mm, kind of the cosmic consciousness or this star presence, which is what I'm going to talk about today,
Mhm.
coming in, where you feel the direct energy of these cosmic frequencies, cosmic
Mhm.
levels of consciousness, actual star consciousness as part of this solar
Mhm.
cosmic Christed ascension that we go through. And it's profound, but
Mhm.
instead of having to attune to this dimension, this density, that being, or whatever, it's all completely unified. So you're kind of
Right.
getting a lot of information at the same time. But I have to say the strongest thing is the heart energy. Your heart
Mhm.
actually gets recalibrated. I'm aware
Beautiful.
of it at the same time that it's happening, but it kind of auto corrects your
Mhm.
realities, which
Mhm.
is astonishing.
Oh,
So I feel that. Go ahead.
no, no, you were going to say something. You feel that what? And
Just because
yeah.
it's so widespread, the folks that I co-create with and teach, just because it's been such a widespread activation, that in itself tells me, okay, a new energy can actually be held in the
Mm.
body, in the collective, not a
Right.
one-off as it was in the past, but now as a collective. And
That's
that
what I was
itself,
going to
oof,
say. I was going to say, it seems embodied in you, your physicality, the difference. You're grounded in the energies, like as
mm,
opposed to like being spaced out by it. You are
yeah.
anchoring them into the 3D, 4D, 5D physicality that we're
Which
moving
is the
into.
point, right? Which is the
Yeah,
point for all of us to
yeah,
be conduits of this energy, of this transformation. But I have to
mm,
say the unity
yeah.
expression
Isn't
is beautiful. It's really
oh,
beautiful.
yeah. It isn't that the I lost you. Isn't that the can you hear me?
Mhm.
Isn't that the point of ascension is first to collect the energies and then you bring them home embodied and then it ignites the cellular structures to activate the biophotonic elements.
Precisely. Hey, you wanna stay on, and I can tighten up the whole show right now, and we can
Well,
walk through my notes and talk about it at the same time if you like. I mean, I'm
well, I could
willing
stay
to
on
do
for
it.
some of that. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
actually at another physical conference. But
Oh,
anyway,
that's
no, I'm
fine.
happy to stay on. No, but please go
Yeah.
ahead. You have a whole present.
No,
And if I feel something, I'll jump in.
sure. Well, what I wanted to talk about today, and this is in relation to the contact conversation, because if everyone's noticed, wow, there's a lot of amplification of all this UFO talk
Mhm.
presenting right now in the external, as well as the conversation of people continuing to desire landings and other energies coming into the planet. Rather, I have to say, from this presence perspective, you get a much broader understanding of what unity consciousness actually is, why those narratives are coming to the surface right now. You start to see the parallel realities and which narratives kind of come up to be released at the same time. So what I presented this at my convergence last year, and it was beautiful because it gave people a sense of their own journey as well as the collective journey of ascension. So if Gaia is going to turn into a star and become a solar intelligence, a more crystalline beingness, everyone on her surface then has to transform. So it's already created in the higher realms. So the light-based divine human becomes our quest, our transformation. So all of us that have been pulling all this light and creating the crystalline structures and the recalibration of the heart and the recalibration of our fields, so you can hold and hold and hold more love, light, intelligence in the form, because our purpose is not to depart. It's to actually bring in so much more light intelligence, so much of your own true self, pure source consciousness into the form that it actually infuses these realities with a completely different harmonic, and it just changes the realities for everyone here.
Right. Well, if the earth is becoming a star, then these earth bodies, as we increase our awareness and vibratory alignment with the body itself, will also emerge as star beings,
It
as star.
does, yeah.
Yeah.
And when you
That's
make it an active process, I have been a conduit for the solar consciousness since 2013, where they were consistently giving us, I'm a Stargate keeper, so consistently giving date passages and influx passages, and they have been dead on for years now, just laying out the whole year and all these dates and everything. And I was like, all right, I guess we'll just go with this. But I was very curious, how do you do that? How do you connect with me to tell me what's happening in a galactic center or a different constellation, or what's going to come through Solaris, our sun? And what was provided was, okay, you're actually going to become the presence of star consciousness. In the old days, it was called light conception. So in the light conception process, you would have these star beings that were kind of untouched by denser energies, and they would come in a pure way without intercourse. They would be birthed into the pure mother vessel, coming in with a pure feminine mitochondrial DNA, et cetera, but birthing this star consciousness in form. Now, as a collective going through unity consciousness, we are now being a light conception vessel for new light, for new energies, for that star presence, for that star energies. And when we talk about star beings, we're not talking about the Arcturians, the Lyrans, the Pleiadians any longer. We're talking about an actual presence that is expressing itself as stars that help us out throughout this journey. So we create the logos within ourselves. The heart changes, it becomes the center of this beautiful crystalline DNA structure, et cetera, so that we can become conduits of this photonic plasma, this mother plasma that's coming in right now, that goes right through us, right through Gaia, and actually changes the realities. It makes the old realities and old narratives fade away, which is where all the stories of old self going away and new self and new earth and everything come from. It's actually an alchemical process that brings these star energies right through the form to change the realities. And I
Well, it sounds like
love it.
you're talking about plasma physics of the higher energetic morphogenetic field of the humans as they access more of the light essence. So
Right.
the physicality has to change in order to have receptor sites to. I'm at this conference with Bruce Lipton. He talks about receptor sites. So we need the greater light receptor sites in order to pull the light into the body and the plasma fields that will morph these
Hmm.
forms into
Yeah.
light beings, into star beings. I mean,
Yeah, it's our responsibility to create the conditions for something new. So,
mm,
literal crystalline structures within the
mm,
body, literal transformation of the heart into a crystalline stargate, uh,
mm,
a prism shift within your own perception that happens, which is quite beautiful. We talk
mm,
about plasma and plasma
mm,
harmonics. It's literally creating the structure so something new can come through. And I'm very interested in how it's changing right now, because some of us that are able to not just receive and transmit that, but actually hold it in the form, it's
mhm,
really affecting the reality. So you become a conduit of
mhm,
this presence, as well as being able to qualify your light emanations, qualify your
mhm,
thoughts and your deeds and your feelings and your emotions, so that you're in a constant awareness of being in alignment with divine perfection, the proper
mhm.
use of life force. And it comes right through stillness, and 0 point is probably
Mhm.
one of the
Well,
strongest tools for this, right?
well, I'll let you go, but what comes up for me as you're talking, it's like the new light is coming through the plutonic field into the Aquarian
Mhm.
holder, you know. So it's that
Precisely.
activate, right? So, but
Yeah.
let's get together. I'll either see you in Sedona or Shasta, and we'll form
Okay.
and we'll create new material to,
That'll be
map.
lovely.
Yes, thank you so much for being here,
Wonderful.
and I always appreciate you. And we'll
Love you so
talk soon.
much, brother.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
sweetheart.
All right, loves. I am going to we're going to go into, since we have, I'm going to do 15 minutes now. So everyone, hearts up, we are catching up with the conference. All right. Light conception is a legacy activation for a way, a method of bringing in that star energy or that cosmic Christed energy into form. In the past, as I said earlier, it was, we actually created physical beings. We were bringing masters and bringing these star family into form. Now, everything has changed. Everything has changed. Now, as a collective, and just to note here, just pay attention to those who can right now. Willing hearts are moving a lot faster through this process right now, and you're actually learning how to co-create in unity consciousness in a much purer way right now. So if you can not worry too much about the people who aren't awake, just let it be, right? They'll have their moment. But right now, make this your moment. We're birthing this presence in form. I want to go through this little exercise, a little practice here, uh, and just connect you, hold the field for the stars that are in service. Just a few of them, because we can't go through all of them during this time. But I just want you to be able to feel stars that are in service. I'm not talking about star family or beings that present as we are from this star. I want you to tap in with the pure consciousness of these stars that are in service to the organic ascension. I'm going to use my light signature, just hold up and hold that crystalline field, that infinite Christ field. So take a moment. Let's just all do this together. It is so much more powerful when we do this together. So everyone, take command of your journey in this now. Drop the mind into the heart. Let's just take a breath there. And just feel, maybe put your hands on your full chest. Take a breath there. And just open up to the infinite crystalline stargate of your own heart. Just let it open. Let all the external narratives fade into non existence. You are that creator being having an experience in this body. So tap into your own local universe right now. Just take a nice calming breath. Maybe use the Aum, AUM. That's source as self tone. Just take a tone right there. Take a breath and tone right through the heart. Aum. Just feel it. All of us are just sound creating this light. Just tap into that. And from this crystalline stargate of the heart, just open up your field, open up your ascension column, and just feel for a moment yourself unified with these beloved stars that we're going to walk through. First one we want to connect with, of course, Gaia, right? Beloved Gaia Sophia. Just tap into her crystalline core, tap into that consciousness that is already in that ascended state. It's already created in the higher realms. Just connect with her, heart to heart, 0 point to 0 point. Feel that source spark within her. Feel the source spark within you connecting. Just breathe and let it open up. Pure source, love, light, intelligence, positive greeting, open up. Just feeling the divine presence, letting any stories or narratives go from the past. Be in the absolute 0 point in this now moment. Be here now. Take a breath. Let's tone together. Just feeling yourself and the presence of Gaia connected in this now. No separation. Beautiful. As one, becoming Gaia, becoming that star presence. Let's expand now. Let's go visit one of our neighbors. Beloved Venus, holding the energies of beauty, holding the presence of the Hathors, ascended masters. Feel that beauty, that elegance. Do you feel how that star in service is expressing her consciousness, her solar consciousness, all in divine service, yourself in divine service, Gaia in divine service, Venus in divine service to the pure and true organic ascension, gratitude, peace, harmony, blessings. Beautiful. Now let's go to our local star, beloved Solaris, holding the templates of the solar cosmic Christ, the Logos, keys to your ascension. You are literally shining part of your soul through Solaris in order to project into these realms. Connect with that star in service right now. No separation. Solaris in service, yourself in service. Connect, expand, tap in to that solar consciousness. Has a lot of information. Don't worry about the trajectory. Just be here now. Gratitude, divine love, divine will, divine presence. Let's tone as one, calling in that stronger connection with Solaris. Take a breath. Holding that field, and now expand out. Allow your heart center to expand now, becoming Solaris. Do you feel that presence? Do you feel that service to the organic ascension? Forget about all the old stories and feel the through line, the presence, the purity there for ascension. Beautiful. Let's expand out. We're going to visit Sirius now. Now, Sirius has a divine purpose. All the past stories are now resolved. Tune into what is now. A projector, an instrument, a stargate for the frequencies of divine love. Sirius system has been that for a long, long time. Tap into the radiance of divine love. Feel it. Flow it through your own heart center. Don't be afraid of it. This is you coming into your divine presence. Use that star presence. Use those energies. You've felt it. You've gazed at Sirius and seen her flashing at you. Feel that frequency of divine love. Now, if you're capable of holding that, feel it emanating through your heart center, emanating out to all these realms, right? Through Solaris, through all the planetary consciousness, out through divine humanity. Let's anchor it with a tone. Take a breath. Radiating out through the field, connecting, no separation. Beautiful. Another key player, Ursa Major, Big Bear, Big Dipper. Feel the frequency of divine will coming through those stars in service. You've probably felt it along your journey. In this now, connect with it. Another aspect of divine service, another aspect of our ascension. Consistently in service, emanating divine will. Connect, align. Feel the blessings of divine will now emanating through the heart, out through DNA fields, all of these realms. Feel that role of holding unshakable divine will. Beautiful. Let's anchor it into these realms. Take a breath. Holding that vibration in the field now. Let's visit the Pleiades, emanating creativity, joy, innocence, and a lot of templates and energy for the divine human. Feel that star presence. Feel that divine purpose, mission, service. It may align with your own as an emanator, a radiator of that creativity, of that joy, of that innocence, of the crystalline human. Let it emanate out through your heart and out through these realms. Let's take a breath together. And tone. Out into the field. Playfulness, joyfulness. Beautiful. Let's visit another star in service. Beloved Arcturus. Not the Arcturians, the actual star. Feel the emanation. Arcturus holds a unique field for healing, emotional healing, and wisdom of healing modalities, of the way to transmute form and old emotions and the past into the present and into the future. Emanations of unity healing, healing through unity consciousness. Feel that divine service. Not the beings, feel the star, holding that stargate open for that divine flow. Let it flow through your heart and let's emanate that healing wisdom through all of these realms. Take a breath. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's jump to galactic center now. Feeling that main gateway into this galaxy, main entry point. If you're a Stargate keeper, you connect with there often, but you feel the divine, unwavering service to the pure and true organic ascension. Feel that. Feel all the changes emanating through that, connecting us to other realms, other Stargates, other realities. Feel it coming right through your heart center, right through all of these realms. Take a breath. Emanating that new light, all the frequencies and harmonics needed for the pure and true ascension. Holding that container, holding that service, holding that unwavering dedication to the organic ascension. Let's expand now. Let's go to the Paradise Sun. This is a Trinity gateway where the signature of the Logos is held. beyond the galactic, expand out. And you might feel that trinitized beingness there. That's where that template is held, a gateway, a way to have the ascension frequencies come into these realities. The Trinity, Divine Cosmic Mother, Heavenly Father, Paradise Sons. Here we go. Connect with it. Feel the heart connection all the way through all those stargates, layer upon layer, coming through in through the heart center. Activating that trinitized beingness, opening the gateways to you as a conductor of those frequencies, a conduit of pure source love, light, intelligence, the infinite Christ. Anchoring it into these realities, take a breath. Beautiful. All right. Expanding now into the grand central sun, the major stargate, the grand central sun. That is the holder of all the frequencies that flow into all of those stargates that we just went through. Feel that presence, huge, vast, in service, in divine perfection, holding all of that energy for our pure and true organic ascension. Feel that gateway to source consciousness. Beautiful. Connecting now through 0 point. Take a breath and tone. Beautiful. Now open to pure source love light intelligence. The center of the center of the center in the 0 point of your heart that encompasses all of these levels of star presence, all of that consciousness. Just breathe there. Feel it. Feel yourself connected to all of that consciousness and allow those stargate flows to bring that star presence right through your own beingness, right through the heart, allowing it to recalibrate, fully reconnected to source, infinite creator in this now moment. Hold, focus, purity, divinity. Take a breath and tone. Beautiful. I'll come back into waking awareness. Open your eyes. And you might feel some recalibration in the heart depending on your consciousness. But just be aware that all of these stargates, all of these stars in service to the organic ascension are available to you in each moment. They are us. We are them. It is pure unity consciousness that we are moving into during this phase of our ascension. So rather than being hyper concerned about, you're going to get a bigger perspective. Rather than being concerned about this being or that presence, allow yourself to expand into that pure unity consciousness and that pure star presence so that your perspective can open up to all that you are, to all that is happening here, and to transmute any of the density or the flotsam of the past so you can come fully into 0 point instantly and effortlessly. So with practice, it goes on autopilot. Your I am presence will reconnect with you, and you will feel yourself as part of that beautiful constellation of stargates that are in service to this organic ascension in this now moment.